We're still celebrating bread this week here on Afternoon Express, and this next delicious seed loaf is an explosion of taste and texture that will leave you with none of the guilt and all of the enjoyment. Made with Clover Nolac, it is also a go-to option for those who are lactose intolerant. Now we've allowed Fritz to just have a little bit of a chill pill, kick up those feet, but I will be calling him in towards the end of the segment just to have a little bit of a taste. Sure. So make him proud, guys.
No pressure.
Make him proud.
No pressure at all. So, friend, we're making a seed loaf today.
Yes,
right?
and I love this recipe because I think we are so spoiled for choice in South Africa just because we have so many alternatives out there, and this is one of those recipes where we've added a few twists and tricks along the way that make it special and easier for everyone to enjoy.
Definitely. And I think I agree with that. And I think you can maybe just get into it and show us how to make it. And while you do that, because you spoke about a seed loaf, I'm going to just show the viewers what exactly the seeds we're going to be using that go into the bread, right?
Okay, tell us, show us.
Awesome. So we've got an array of different kinds of seeds. And as you know, seeds also have, those natural oils that are good for you. And they always suggest if you're going to be, adding any texture into your food, try stuff like this. Add your seeds, add your nuts. And we're going to be using some sunflower seeds. We're using some pumpkin seeds. We've also got some sesame seeds. And also going in there with those flax seeds, which can also basically give you the texture, but also all the nutritious nutrients that we need from there. Now, all I'm doing is toasting these babies up, and they're going inside of the loaf. And then I'm going to leave these for the top. But show us how to actually make the bread.
And I love that, Tumi, because it's inside and on top, if you get where I'm coming from. So I'm going to start on this dough, but it's more of a batter texture, but I'll show you how it looks in the end. So what I've started with here is some whole wheat flour, combination of whole wheat flour and regular bread flour. And I love playing around with the ratio of different kinds of flours. The whole wheat flour adds that nuttiness, that texture, that flavor to it, and the bread flour adds the lightness and the soft texture to the bread. So I'm going to set that aside quickly, and in the other bowl I've got an egg, and I'm just going to whisk that slightly with some oil, some honey, again adding natural sweetness to this dish. We're not adding any additional cane sugar to this. I've got some apple cider vinegar, again very cool ingredient. It's got so many healing and health properties, so we've added that into this recipe, and I'll explain why. Because we're using the Nolac lactose-free milk. We're going to go in with about 1.25 cups in there. And because it's lactose-free, it has a reduced acidity. And this bread is sort of a quick bread that doesn't need any kneading, or there's no proving because there's no yeast. So what happens is the apple cider vinegar is going to react with some of this bicarb that I'm putting into the dry ingredients, and then we're going to whisk it away. Now, what I love about this recipe is that we're using Clover Nolac today, and it's especially good for people that have an intolerance for lactose. Tooms, I know you've spoken about it before. What are some of those symptoms? Come on. Bloatedness, stomach cramps. With the range of Clover Nolac, we've got the milk and the dairy snack, and you can enjoy this bread without having any of those symptoms.
Clover Nolac has done that with the entire range. So it's not just the milk, it's also the dairy snack. So you've got those options available to you. But getting back to the bread, my friend, I see that these seeds are nicely toasted. Are we ready to add them in there?
I just want to show you the texture to them, so you can see how it falls off the spatula. Now, at this point, viewers at home might be tempted to add extra flour because it's not something that they're used to seeing. But again, we're using a different take on bread. So although it doesn't look like a bread and you're not working it, on your dough surface, it's a quick bread, quick and easy, and you can go in with the seeds too.
So, Dumi, for how long do we let the seeds roast?
Look, it's basically about just allowing them to pop. You need to be monitoring them the entire time. So I put it on high heat so that they pop as quickly as possible, but not even 30 seconds. You're literally watching them and just toasting them and tossing the pan to ensure they don't burn.
So we've already sliced one open. As you said, it crumbled apart beautifully. It's time to get the master extraordinaire bread maker in. And on this note, I would like to please call in Fritz Schoen of Schoen Bakeries and Cafe. Please, may you have a taste. Now, I got the guy sweating a little bit.
No, I wasn't.
So don't be too hard on them. Don't be too hard on them.
No need for that. I'm a big fan of what Jay does, and I love this concept. What I feel for the people, any type of intolerance is normally like a sacrifice and a compromise that you have have to make to delicious food. And you feel for the guys. So when products are introduced into the market to really bridge that gap, you know, it's something to be excited about. So I love the concept of this recipe, Jay.
Thanks,
Well done.
Fritz.
Bye.
Relief.
Now everyone is holding their breath. Holding our breaths, wondering how is it? Delicious.
I feel like we're being judged again, right?
It is delicious.
Okay.
I think the use of whole grain flour was a clever, clever move.
High five.
It makes it very beautiful. That nuttiness that we get out of the whole wheat flour is delicious. Yeah. Toasted nuts, I mean, come on.
Winning.
You know, it's going to be a winner. And so cleverly that you toasted the nuts that inside, not the nuts that went on the outside. Because the toasted nuts that get that additional heat from the oven baking gives off a bitterness. So if you've enhanced the seeds that go on the inside, and the top will come into the same level after the bake. Top show, guys. Top show, delicious.
Very well done. I'm excited that you are loving the seed loaf. And South Africa, if you would like to get your hands on this very same recipe, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for this nutritious lactose-free bread recipe. Well done, guys.
Thanks, girls.
Made with love by Clover.